Welcome to Trust the Cones.
Hey guys, welcome to the Trust the Cones podcast.
What's going on, guys?
We're doing something with the video a little bit different. I got some footage of me riding a bike in Ocean City and catching stuff during the Gen 2 event. So just to have something for you guys to look at, that's going to be on the screen. So just so you wonder why I'm catching all kind of random Gen 2s that aren't shiny.
Will Kev fall off the bike? That's the real question.
It wasn't even a bike, it was one of the Surrey things.
Oh, the Surrey.
Yeah, it was, my whole family was on it too.
Will Kev fall out of the Surrey?
Yes. Well, the videos of the gameplay, so you won't really be able to tell if I just stopped or fell out. So you could assume that I fell out. It's probably the best way to do it. So what's been going on?
Not much. Haven't been playing nearly as much recently, but I hit a few milestones. I finally reached my 1,000 legendary raids.
It's quite exciting.
And I also broke 100,000 catches.
I think that's even more exciting.
Yeah. I mean, compared to you, it's nothing, but I'll take it.
I'm well over, not well over, but I've surpassed 200,000 at this point. But even so, I mean, like, you really had that year that I was playing that you weren't. So it's not like, I don't know, it's not bad. Though I didn't have CATCHY for most of that year, so I don't know. Yeah. I catch a lot, you catch a lot, and that's good. I mean, I really think that long term, the catchers are the ones who get the Stardust.
Yeah,
so we have the better stuff, and I think it's good. So I always, whenever I'm in the lobby, I always check the see what everyone's stats look like. And if I see someone who has like an absurd amount of catches compared to everything else, I get excited. Those are fun milestones.
Yeah, I was happy about it.
Have you been doing Mewtwo very much?
No, I haven't been raiding in general nearly as much. I've done a decent amount though.
Okay.
But like, I mean, well, I've done like 20 to 30 maybe, so.
So it's Sunday the 7th right now, and I've done 83 Mewtwo, which is a big week.
That's a decent amount,
a couple weeks. Especially because there are days like yesterday where I get to do any. Yeah. So there's been a few days like that where it's been zeros. So I've gotten 100, 298, 796.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty damn good. So at this point, I'm just building candy. I already have a bunch maxed, but I have 2 more Shadow Balls I want to max. I already maxed my Flamethrower for draft, so then I have to max my Ice Beam and my Thunderbolt, and I'll be done.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I have 6 Shadow Balls maxed.
Okay.
So I'm good there. My reward for my 1,000th legendary raid, though, was a 98% Mewtwo with Ice Beam.
Awesome.
It already had Ice Beam, too, so I'm going to keep that. So I'll max that eventually as well, too.
My Hundo had Flamethrower, but I had just maxed the other Flamethrower one. I think it was a 98.
Yeah.
So I had to change it over, and I got Ice Beam in the first one, which is
very nice.
I've had such bad TM luck until this week. It's been running really well.
I'd love to catch 100, but the amount that I'm raiding, I don't think it'll happen. I'm happy with my 98 though. So.
I was really nervous. I've had 2 really good 100s run, a Rayquaza and a Kyogre. And then I caught one of the Reggies as 100. Yeah. So to actually catch a real Pokemon as 100 is super exciting.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And, everyone's like, oh, what move you want to give it? And I really wish I could give it Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
But not an option. That's okay, though. I've had a lot of fun with Mewtwo. I've done a lot of 4-mans. The 3-mans have been lacking around us. Like, the people who can do it haven't been together. We had Fog this morning, but I think a lot of us are in 2 drafts right now. So we were trying to find the foggy bosses as opposed to Mewtwo. So we finally get our tent on Mewtwo, we go for it, and the weather changes while we're in the lobby.
Oh man, so that's the worst.
We're just like, what the hell's going on? This is so bad. It was Confusion Focus Blast, right? So that limited amount of people who could do it.
Yeah.
And the first time we tried, there was like network errors and stuff that screwed up. So the second time we tried, just looking at it like, what the hell is happening? Like, why are we doing worse than the network error run?
And unfortunately, I'm one of those people that can do it, but wasn't around. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were either not awake yet or were hunting foggy bosses.
Yeah.
I had an amazing Poké Draft day. So I took T-Tar, which I'll talk about in a minute, in the Pogo Raids League. And I was able to do 3 psychic bosses today.
That's awesome.
With T-Tar. So that was very nice. I put up some nice times. But my problem with T-Tar is that I have T-Tar and it's awesome, and I'm not going to win any of those bosses.
Yeah.
You know, someone else is like, Clay all the Kyogre team's gonna win, you know?
Yeah.
And even some of the Sun teams may beat me. And then Starmie, the Raikou player, is gonna beat me. And then the other one was Raichu.
Yeah.
And for Raichu, the Groudon team wins. So it's like...
Well, guess who's got Groudon and hasn't been able to do draft?
Oh yeah. In our league, I was talking Pogo Raids.
Oh, okay.
So in Pogo Raids, there's 2 like champions brackets right now.
Very nice.
And even though I did not win my last league, I got second. I that was one of the wild cards who snuck in.
Cool.
So yeah, so I really want to do well because they do the promotion and relegation style, and I want to stay there as long as possible. You want to stay on top.
Yeah.
So I was a little scared when I picked 6th. I think T-Tar is substantially worse than the top 5.
Yeah.
And in that league, it's time-based, so you really want to have the, the Groudons or the Kyogres that can have those big margins of victories. And, T-Tar's not even going to win, let alone have a big margin of victory, so it's frustrating. But I got T-Tar, I got Latios, I got Shiftry, Breloom. It's a solid, like, front end of the team. So, so far, these bosses, it's been doing quite well.
So there's definitely a disadvantage to the drafting later on.
Yeah, it's almost like 8th is better than 6th because you get that second,
back-to-back.
Yeah, the back-to-back. You might be able to go like Dragonite and Salamence or something like that.
Yeah.
If I was drafting again today, I think I would take Salamence over Tyranitar. Like, it's going to work out for me because I have all the psychic bosses and stuff, but I think Salamance's ability to have 3 different weather movesets is just too strong to mess with. And it's people recognize that Moltres is really good now. I think Moltres was always sliding in drafts a little bit, but now with the other move and the fact that it crushes Machamp, which is not a raid for some reason, makes it crazy.
Yeah, how do you feel about Machamp not being in the raid rotation?
So, I mean, we did 1 draft, so I'm in 3 drafts right now, which is nuts. In the VL40 draft, we drafted during the fighting bosses, and our draft ended up lasting long enough that we ended up having to not start until after the next rotation. But at the time I drafted, I took Gardevoir first. So I was like, you have all these fighting bosses, and Machamp's always going to be around forever. So in that regard, I'm sad about it, but in every other way, I'm fine with it. I feel like I fought Machamp so many times.
Yeah.
I could do the raid and not even look and throw excellence.
Yeah.
It's like there's minimal challenge. I'll never need another Machamp candy. So. What's your thought about it? I know you liked Machamp raids a lot.
I do like doing Machamp raids. I'm not as sad as I was when T-Tar was gone, though.
Yeah, but I knew T-Tar would be back soon. I'm not positive that
Machamp will come back.
Like, it very well could. It could, maybe when a psychic event ends, or maybe when the maybe when Mewtwo's gone. But either way, like,
I think Machamp will come back. I really do. I think it's too meta relevant still for it not to.
I mean, again, all the 4s are just
not the Pokemon.
Yeah,
but
right.
Not to. Not to.
Yes.
Bad joke.
It was a terrible joke. We like you anyway. Yeah, in general, the raids now I think they're kind of boring other than Zam. I think Cladle's a joke. Like, I liked it last year when it came out, but now that it's just like a punching bag and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm saying last year was definitely the same year.
I did one. I soloed one yesterday. It's a tough solo without weather.
So the toughness is kind of neat. I like that part of the challenge, but it's just so boring because all you do is sit there and attack it.
Yeah, I had 2 Kyogres and 4 Mewtwo's.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I don't think you beat it 100% with that.
I mean, I beat it. So.
Yeah, I mean,
I beat it with like 10 seconds.
Okay.
So. Not the best, but I beat it.
I think Starmie's a pretty good draft boss, but I don't like it in general. Like, I find it to be a not super exciting raid. Raichu, again, we've had it so much recently that it's just not super exciting. What's the other one? I don't know. Oh, Jinx. Jinx is just... I like that you can beat Jinx with a lot of different things, but other than that, it's not super thrilling.
Yeah, I mainly use my fire team now. Now that I have 2 maxed out Moltres, an Entei, a Flareon, and then I finish it off with Tyranitar if it needs it. So.
You don't have a maxed Charizard?
Nope. I do not.
I have my maxed Blast Burn one. It's a hundo, so I had to do it, obviously.
I have like a decent one, not like a great one, so eventually I might, but I'm not in a rush. I just got my 3rd Shadow Claw Gengar, though, so I maxed that immediately. I was pretty excited about that one. You
should be excited about that one.
Yeah.
We're driving right now, and I just saw 2 Executors spawn. That was pretty funny. And this one's level 1. It's even more funny. Yeah, anytime you can get a Shadow Claw Gengar this late, and you got it from like an OG player.
Yeah.
So like that was a pretty big move. What'd you give up for it?
I gave up a Smackdown T-Tar.
Okay, cool.
Because she only had 5. She made a mistake and didn't evolve enough. So we helped each other out. Neither of us got really good ones, but it's a 6th for her team and
it's a lot better
than one for me.
Not having them.
Exactly.
I got a lucky one somewhat recently, and I was obviously the Ralts on the left.
It did not pop for me.
I was super thrilled with that because all mine were so bad. So to get 12, 15, 15 was good.
Yeah.
So I gave a Torkel to it, to a guy who doesn't really care about, like, he's looking for dex completion. He's not looking for anything else. So I gave him a Torkel, and then since it's all we wanted for it, I was like, hey, you know, I have 5 unknowns with your name on it. You'll get them over time.
Oh, and I actually, thinking about dex completion, I actually, the other night, I said I only needed Z and exclamation point. I'm wrong. I need T, Z, and exclamation point.
That's really close, though, for all the...
Yeah. I haven't gotten my K yet, but I do have the trade set up for K, so that will be happening soon.
So you had all the NY Comic-Con letters, right?
I did, so that's why I didn't bother.
I didn't have Y, but it didn't seem worth it to go up for 1 letter.
This stop is the catch 10 for 1,000.
Okay, perfect. Let's jump around really fast. That, let's talk Psychic event, and we'll start with the good. Catch 10 for 1,000 dust is really an excellent quest.
I love it.
Like, it
you can never have too much dust.
Yeah, and it's really smooth and easy to get. It goes fast. They're everywhere, so it makes, especially now that the Pikachu are finally gone.
Oh, I'm so happy that they're gone.
You know,
it was so dumb to drop them on, like, right after they started the event. Like, I just think that was very poor timing.
You go Psychic event, and then you go Pikachu. It takes all the Psychics away.
Yep.
We were in the car together when it happened.
Yep.
So we're just driving, and there were a few Pikachu out, but not so many. And then all of a sudden, around 6 o'clock our time, the game just, like, froze up. And then it was just, like, Pikachu everywhere. And
I was not excited.
No, they're not easy to catch on Plus, and they're not good. And one of the hat is fine, but I don't need it to be, like... I think it was 50% of spawns.
I just feel like it's even more annoying to transfer them all, too.
Exactly.
I hate transferring.
I have like more than 100 I gotta transfer, and I never have trouble with, like, the bag space and everything, but I'm pretty close to capped out because I can't, like, cycle as much, you know? I played a lot today. So
there's a spin to quest there if you care. I do not.
I like it for the dust. It's quick and easy to do. I assume you got your spin to form pretty fast.
I had 5 the first day, so.
Yeah. Not super exciting. So taking out the Pikachu, I like the Psychic event a lot.
I do. It's good going along with Mewtwo and everything. It makes sense. So
I never got why the Drowsy were in Halloween. So, like, I'm glad they're kind of separated now.
Yeah.
We have, like, Drowsy month instead. I like seeing all the Kadabra. That's been a lot of fun for me.
Definitely, yeah. There have been a decent amount of them, too. I like the catch the 5 Abra and Drowsy for a Jinx, too, because I'm still chasing a good Jinx.
Yeah, I'm chasing Jinx for trade because a lot of people want them. So it's been something that I've been able to move around. I wish Chimecho was spawning.
Yeah.
That 1,000 dust is really nice, and it's just such a rare thing that it would have been nice to have that come during a Psychic event. But outside of that, I think the spawns are really cool. I think that the quests are incredible, and it's been a good thing. So speaking of trading a little bit, I completed my Lucky Dex for Gen 1 today.
I know.
Yeah,
I helped.
You know, because you were definitely there. So the last thing I needed was Articuno. So I got the Articuno tonight. I gave a shiny Aerodactyl for it. Bill went and got his oldest Articuno. I guess your 100's your oldest, probably.
Well, yeah, so it was my second, like, oldest Articuno. It was the oldest one that I had, so I didn't trade you my 100%, obviously.
Right.
Because it's maxed out.
But
I'm not that crazy.
No. But I was super psyched. I mean, it's Lucky Dex has been a challenge. It's been a lot of fun. People in the community are pretty into it. Like, I talk about it, and, like, every raid starts out, it's like, all right, who has Goldeen?
Yeah.
You know, and people usually do, or they save stuff, and I mean, the sad thing is usually you get stuff pretty fast.
Yeah.
But some of the things like Ekans or Goldeen have just been so rare because it's not been part of an event recently. Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun. Staryu was the really long one for me to get. I must have traded for about 60 before I got the one I wanted.
Wow, that's funny.
Yeah, and they're hard to find, so it took me a while to get there, but that clicked today too. So off the Gen 2, which is really hard because it has a lot of super rare stuff like Miltank, and then I don't know, like in December I'm going to Disney, so I'll be able to get the Gen 2 regionals and trade with my family the whole time I'm there, so I'm sure I'll get them lucky then, but like pretty much have to wait till December. It'll be really hard to have people have extras to dump those, you know?
Yeah. I have one Corsola, but I'm kind of saving that for somebody that like actually needs it.
Yeah.
Some trade bait there.
I have a 96 Corsola, and I guess I would trade that for another Corsola just because, like, take the chance at the lucky. But,
yeah, I'm pretty set on Corsola. I have 200% Corsolas, actually.
It must be nice.
I have a male and a female, both 100%, so.
I got 100% Heracross.
So if breeding ever comes out.
You're set forever. I have 4 others, but they're all hideous. So I could re-roll that with somebody. They're big too.
Yeah,
so someone
that helps.
Those. Yeah. It's funny how much the game has changed. Like when I go out, like, and I catch a Ralts, for example, it's like, oh, I can trade this.
Yeah.
I don't even IV check it anymore, you know? Right? I'll look at the trade screen, and if it looks like it's a good one, then I'll be like, oh, I probably can't trade this one. But, like, I get excited when my wife catches a Beldum.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good thing, better than me catching it, even.
I actually have a couple Beldums for trade, so...
Do you really?
I do.
Look at you.
I had one pop up at work today. I was like, oh, I'll take you.
I feel like they've been somewhat increased for the event.
Yeah.
I see them a decent amount of time in shopping centers, maybe like...
Well, yeah, I work in a shopping center,
yeah,
so...
Yeah, but I feel like I've seen like 2 a day probably since the event started, so they have to be increased, or I've been lucky.
A little bit of both, maybe.
Are you psyched for that community day?
I am. I'm not going to get to do fun things like you, but I was scheduled to work until 3, but I was able to maneuver some things around, and I get done at 1 o'clock now, and I'll be able to play the whole time.
That's awesome.
I'll probably just do my normal loop. I doubt I'll go into Center City just because of timing and stuff, but yeah, it's still been pretty good, the loop that I do for me, so.
I mean, realistically, now that they've increased the spawns, it almost doesn't matter. Like,
yeah.
The benefit of going downtown is you get all the different stops, so you can constantly refill the quests.
Exactly.
But if you don't need that, especially like if the quests are just balls and stuff, and you're good on balls, it's like not quite as important. We're in Manhattan that weekend, so I'm up going up for the anniversary.
Yeah, I'm pretty jealous about that.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
So we're staying 3 blocks off Bryant Park at the same hotel we always stay at.
Very nice.
And it's great. So we're going up. There's a decent amount of people from our Discord going up too. So that should be fun. I don't know if people are going to bail or actually go or whatnot. Yeah. But if they're there, that will be a lot of fun.
I know a lot of people have been going up to New York City this past weekend for the Comic-Con. Not even to go to Comic-Con, but just going up for the unknown spawns.
So we probably live about 80 minutes from New York at night. If you want to go up like after rush hour and stuff, it's not a bad drive at all. So a good amount of people from our Discord went up to get NYCMOI.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
So I'm psyched because someone got a Y for me, so I'm good on that.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's the closest we ever had an unknown event, as far as I know.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I didn't need any of them.
I know.
I was really hoping for an exclamation point. I would have literally taken the drive for just the exclamation point. But of course, they gave it to Germany or whatever that event is going on over there. So
if it was 2 letters for me, I was going to go up for sure.
Yeah.
And then when it was only 1, I decided not to. And you know, it turns out like. It's funny to see people like post pictures of Bryant Park and be like, "Oh my God, this place is so good!" And it's like, I'm telling you guys, it's for 2 years.
Yeah, right.
But
didn't you watch our 5 million video?
Exactly. But it's almost like ruins a lot of the magic of New York. It's like the biome diversity in a small area is so good, and when you have an event plus unknowns on top of it, it's like all you're getting.
Are we going through this parking lot over here that everybody always talks about?
I'm an idiot. I should have done that. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to a nest. I think it's a Magnemite nest.
Oh, okay, nice.
So we're not supposed to go after dark, but we're going to be rebels and go after dark. See if we can get cops called on us. That would make for a good podcast.
I actually had a cop pull up on me the other night when I was taking a gym because I was parked in a parking lot.
Really?
Yeah, it was after dark.
What did he say?
He said, "You can't be here. It's after dark." I'm like, "I'm just trying to take the gym." He's like, "You can't be here. Give me your license. Got to check to see if you have any warrants." I'm like, "Well, I know I'm good, so here's my license. I'm going to finish taking this gym while you check that."
We were doing community day, and we had, I think it was like 180 people or something doing the raid, and the cop just pulled up like, what the hell is going on? It was pretty funny.
So we're at a park. Leave us alone.
We said, "Oh, it's Pokemon." He's like, "Oh, okay." You know. But yeah, I've had mostly positive interactions with the cops. I had one dude who I'm pretty sure I took down his gym and he gave me a ticket afterwards. I had a day or 2 expired registration.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and he followed me out of the gym and then took it. And about a month later, I found out a Valor player was a cop in that town. So like, I wonder, you know.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
So this parking lot has more not-tos per square inch than any parking lot in America right now.
Right? And none of them are shiny.
There were 3 Slowbros in this parking lot. I don't know if you saw all of them.
None of them popped up for me.
One of them was big too. One of them was 2016, which is probably like...
I had all not tos and Abras pop up for me. I didn't see the slow pokes, but that's fine.
Yeah, one of them's Attack Exceeds. It's a 2016.
I have 100%.
Do you have a max one?
No.
So when I get high CP, like rando things like that, I've been keeping them because I don't have like a living dex or anything. Yeah. But we're doing the
Survival
League, and those things are useful. I use slow poke already, but I still have slow bro. But that league, the biggest challenge for me has been finding the boss. Yeah. Like I can beat the bosses, but it's been I always get there with like 2 minutes on the clock, so one bad dodge and you're forced to use a bad team. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Hope I think my catch is trying to catch them. I think that's part of the problem. They're not actually popping up for me to click.
I was at a nest today, and there was a point where I had seen more Hypnos than Nest than Staryu. They just kept popping everywhere. It was really strange.
Take the Psyduck though.
Gotta love Psyduck. I haven't seen a lot of those. It doesn't feel especially boosted.
No, definitely not. Not compared to a lot of the other ones.
Like Slowpoke, for example. Everywhere. Which
is nice because with the water quest still a thing, it's nice to have a decent amount of them spawn so you can complete that.
I got 2 of those Krabby quests today. So that was good.
Yeah, I've done a decent amount of them so far. Still no shiny.
No shiny for me either. I've actually caught a good amount of Krabby too.
This one's not either.
No, it's not.
There's just so many shinies now that like I don't care like I did before. If I get them, it's awesome.
I got a Drowsy yesterday and I was legitimately excited.
I'm actually really jealous about that because so when we were in Chicago for GoFest, one of the restaurants that we went to, a really pricey restaurant, but really, really good food. Yeah. It's called the Purple Pig. Okay. So I kind of want to catch a Drowsy and name it the Purple Pig.
That'd be awesome.
So, trying for that, but I don't know if it'll happen. I'd click on every single one that I see.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I caught an event shiny other than like the Plusle and Minimum that were everywhere, you know? But since then, like I usually catch them later on, but never during the event. So when I got it yesterday, I was super excited.
You didn't get Wingulls?
Oh, I did get Wingull. Okay. But that was another one where it was just everywhere. It wasn't the same as like the normal ones that aren't like that. It was a crazy.
Yeah, well because the boosted rate ones. Yeah. Are a lot easier.
What did you get the Dratini quest?
I deleted immediately.
Yeah, I have a lot of candy saved, but it's rare that I have 10 water types to evolve.
Yeah, I mean, I have 200% maxed out, 298% maxed out, so, and then like I have my 100% Salamence maxed out. I have Rayquazas, 3 of those maxed out. I just don't see a need for it.
Yeah, I got a 98 and I already traded it. I've done the quest about 4 or 5 times. Again, I'm so into trading right now, so it's one of those things where, you know, a lot of the newer players especially would take a Dratini without even thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I say, like, if I hatch a Dratini or I catch one, I save it to trade to people and stuff like that, but for me, I just don't need them that much.
And 10 evolves, it's a pretty heavy cost. I was surprised it was so much.
Yeah, and then I have to sit there and evolve 10 things.
Yeah, like, it takes 5 minutes, you know?
I don't really do evolves anymore, like, at all. Like, I remember, I don't miss doing mass evolves at all. I have 7,000 Weedle candy. I'm almost up to 15,000 rat candy. So, I mean, that'll tell you that I 100% don't evolve anymore.
Yeah, I do still evolve. I evolve every Sunday morning. I'm not really sure why. It's just a habit at this point, so I keep doing it. It's the stupid survey that keeps me evolving. Like, I'm in the 99.9th percentile for evolve, so it's like I gotta keep doing it.
No, that makes sense. So, how many best friends are you up to?
I think 6 or 7 or 8.
7, nice.
Somewhere in that range. How about you?
I'm up to 14.
God, you're killing me.
I'm really spread out now. So one of the things I do too, because I work such a later shift, I actually don't open my gifts until about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So I try and let everybody else open up first, and if they don't, I go start at the, like, and if I have a trade specifically set up for you, then I nickname you and you get opened if you haven't opened mine. And then after that, I just go down the list from top to bottom. So I have a lot of people I haven't even touched yet, sorry. I try to send as many gifts as possible. I have capped out at sending gifts a few different times.
Yeah, me too.
But then there's days where I barely send gifts because I just don't play that often. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to go through and send some gifts right now while we're talking, because I'm maxed out at 10.
One of my favorite days is Fridays, because obviously it's Friday, that's good.
Yeah.
But on Fridays, we usually raid together at lunch. Like we have a big group that raids together at lunch. Then a somewhat different group all gets together and trades at night at a place with 3 lures. So you can get friendship with all those people from trades and raiding.
Yep.
And then on top of it, I could send out 100 gifts.
And I was actually there this past Friday.
I know, it's amazing.
For the first time in a very long time.
We were shocked when he pulled up.
Yeah.
Very shocked.
It was fun. I wound up getting my Shadowclaw Gengar there, so that's always nice.
I mean, if you give me a Shadowclaw Gengar, there's a lot of places I'll go.
Yeah, right? Home with you is one of them, guys.
Yeah, so I was sloppy with friends early on, and then once the lists came in, it got easier to manage and everything.
I don't know why that wasn't a thing from the start.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious thing, right?
Yeah. So ever since that little blue highlight has come around, it has made things so much easier.
Well, the combo of the blue highlight and then be able to like order your people, so you're actually prioritizing instead of opening the first alphabetically, which I was doing an awful lot. I do the same thing as you. I try not to open gifts until the very end of the day. Every once in a while, like if I have full eggs, I'll just do it and move on. But I also fall asleep way too often without doing it. So that's kind of why I'm behind in a lot of friendships. So I gotta say though, that +4 raid balls is incredible.
Yes, it definitely is.
I was waiting today.
I've hit the 18 now, and it's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But I've also got the 18 balls and still didn't catch.
Oh, that didn't happen for me yet.
Yeah, that happened. I golden razzed too, and like was hitting great throws, because I don't always go for excellence.
Right.
I just do grades for consistency. But yeah, it still ran. Luckily, it wasn't a good Mewtwo, so I wasn't too sad.
That's insane. That's really hard. Like,
yep.
Mathematically.
Yeah,
with how good we are hitting them too, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I hit every single time. It's not like I miss it. So.
Wow. My wife is my first best friend, and she doesn't raid that often. And then like the ones who have followed, I don't raid a lot with them. So today's the first day I did a lot of raids with best friends, and oh my god, I didn't miss one. You know, I mean, it was really, really helpful, and I pin at most of them, so it's great.
Do you notice the significant damage bonus?
You know how I notice it? It's in the fact that it's harder for me to get
3 balls.
3 balls, yeah.
Gotcha.
Because even in a group of like 6 or 7, enough people are good enough friends that they can do the damage.
Yeah.
So we were running in large groups today, which you know how much I hate that.
Yeah.
But it's also really efficient for when you're waffling or whatever.
Just to get it done fast.
Get it done,
keep
move
going.
on. Yeah.
I'm hatching an egg. 5K. What's it gonna be?
Halo. I think it's 2K actually.
Onyx.
There's a couple people looking for those for Lucky Ducks.
Well, I guess I'll hang on to it then.
Get some value for it.
It's Wonder Defense Exceed, so it's not a hundo.
Did you have a Deoxys raid?
I did. I didn't get to, short man like I wanted to. We did it in a group of 6, so we beat it fairly easy still anyway. It is a super, super easy raid.
So I did 2 of them, and I duoed both of them. We're actually, when we go home, going to record a video for Game Press about the duo. It's stupid easy.
Yeah.
It's disappointingly easy. I like the challenge a little bit more. Like, the Mewtwo trios pre-weather, like, that was exciting, you know? And I figured with the attack stat being as big as it is, maybe it would knock stuff down or whatever, and it just, nope, it just dies. I was pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I definitely was too. I mean, I like the fact that you can send an invite to an Ultra or best friend though, so I think that's pretty cool.
That's a really good change. I know my wife didn't get a pass, so she was able to get a pass. My son didn't get a pass, he got one that way. Me and Mixtape never get to do the X's together, actually raid in different towns.
Yeah, I helped somebody get a pass. I was lucky, I got a second pass myself too,
okay,
so that
cool.
was nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did 2 of them.
It's a cool looking Pokemon.
Yeah. TNA Strand.
I think it's going to be completely useless. I think even the attack form that has like maybe a few very niche uses as a leadoff or whatever, I think it's just so fragile
its defense is so low that like it's just not going to be worth anything.
I haven't used the 2 that I caught yet. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure in the survival league I'll use it at some point just because.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a decent one yet either. Both of mine are pretty low IV, so.
I bet I can't see a scenario where I dust it.
Yeah.
And that's like.
Plus the game's over and.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they give me a million dust for showing up to something. Or,
yeah.
I don't know. I still wouldn't do it. I'm surprised you can't trade them.
I'm not, because it's a mythical Pokemon, so you can't trade. You can trade anything but mythical. I'm just happy you can transfer them.
I'm happy too, so you don't get stuck with a bunch of them in your inventory.
Because I would never do another Deoxys raid otherwise.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna feel a lot less bad about missing them going forward.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I get the different forms. Once I have the different forms, I'll be happy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I want the forms for the decks, and then the attack form. You can use the same candy for all of it, I assume.
I would think so, yeah.
So, I mean, I'll make sure I get enough candy to max one, and that'll be it. And again, I don't know if I'll ever use the one I max, but it'll be...
but it'll be there.
It's good to do it. This is supposed to be a Magnemite nest, and I think I caught more Ralts than Magnemite.
There were 3 Magnemites here, so...
I only got 2 Ralts. And 2 Magnemite. Disappointing.
Yeah, I caught... Oh, no, I have 5. I actually have 5.
Your plus is better than mine.
Yeah.
This was a really good park for nests, but you have to get out of the car and walk around a little bit, and it's not really good for a podcast to walk through a windy airstrip.
Especially at night when we're not supposed to be
here, so. A lot of things working against us. But we're almost out of the park, and the cops have not come yet, so that's a good sign.
So have you ever walked the whole trail here?
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's a decent walk.
Yeah. We, early in the game, we came here all the time because...
Squirtle.
It was Squirtle, which was fun, and it was like the only place to catch Squirtle in our area.
Yep.
And then there's like a safety town thing where there's like a place you can ride your bike, and there's a bunch of like little town kind of stuff.
I know, I've played in it before.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's for kids, but I like it too. Last year, my son, he was 4 at the time, learned to ride a bike. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, he was 4. So he wanted to come here to ride his bike all the time. So we always took him. Yeah, it was hilarious because he's a little dude to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So this little shrimp's like riding around all these like older kids on training wheels, and he's like weaving in and out, and like
that's awesome
on a 2-wheeler. And I don't know, he felt good about himself. I felt good about him. I was like a bicycle parent. Do you want to touch on the Brandon Tan banning?
It made me laugh.
Why is that?
Just because I mean, I get he plays a lot, like, but charging $300 to catch Mewtwo and things like that. Like, I'm not for that. I'm really not.
I can't fathom paying money for that, because either if you're serious enough about the game that you want a high IV Mewtwo,
you'll go out and raid it.
Yeah, you're probably raiding a lot, and then if you're not that serious, you're probably not raiding or paying someone. I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I guess there are people who like work or something and can't do it, but like.
I don't know. To me, the money's not there. If people want to pay it, I guess good for them. But yeah, I mean, I was a little surprised to see it happen.
Yeah.
But then again, I wasn't surprised to see it happen as well too, just because of how publicly he's making himself about it. So
the reaction was pretty interesting too.
Yeah.
With about half I don't know if it was half and half or whatever, but vocally it seemed like half the people were supporting him and half the people were like, oh my god, he's a cheater.
I thought it was hilarious that somebody came up with the trainer name Trandon Ban.
Yeah, dying. That was funny. I saw that too.
Yeah, that made me laugh. So
and it does make me wonder how they're going to enforce like terms of service. Like, is it the selling that got him, or is it the multi-accounting, or is it whatever?
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, I'm a vocal multi-accounter. I'm saying it on a podcast right now. So like, I wonder if at some point it's going to bite me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna stop doing it, knowing full well that it's cheating. Yeah. I know your feelings on it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, you can do it. I'm just not going to.
Which,
I like my one account. It's nice and easy.
I see so many people making alts now, and
there's a lot of people that have alts.
I would say there was a period in time where it was about a third of our Discord had alts, and now I'd say it's probably like 70 to 80% of our active player base has alts. I agree. Yeah. And I will remain strong. Yeah, it's good. It's good. a lot of people have them, and like they're like level 36 on their real account, level 37 on their real account, and they've gone the alt direction. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Like for me, the alt was really like I'm 40, like,
and now I'm bored.
75 times over, I'm bored. Yeah. What's been different? Like I've toyed with making another alt, not to do anything with it except redo the Celebi and New Quest. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
To do them from scratch, and then you have to get like.
And then you'd
badges.
also have to do the Celebi one again, not the GoFest one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I toyed with doing that, but then I ended up not doing it because managing 2 accounts is hard enough as it is.
Yeah.
But
I mean, sometimes I get a little jealous of people that get to trade with themselves and get really good Pokemon and things like that. Like that, I'm like, oh man,
yeah,
I want to do that.
I don't trade with myself for good Pokemon.
I know a lot of people that do.
Oh, everyone does. I mean, it's a very common thing. And during that trading event, when you were getting the 3 candy for everything, I mean, like, that was, if you had an alt, you're just like leagues ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage. And if I'm best friends with my alt, so if I raid with my alt, I get 18 balls.
Yeah.
And my alt does like 1 or 2 raids a day. It's not like I'm using it over and over.
Yeah.
But like, it's a big deal. Like, I don't know. So I wonder if they'll ever take action. I wonder if, like, outside of idiots like me who publicly say it on the internet that they're doing it, like how they could even identify it.
It'd be kind of hard, especially because if you're using multiple devices like people do.
Yeah.
How are you? Because technically it's like 2 different IP addresses and stuff. So.
I mean, I wonder if like they could see like the way I throw. You know,
but how could they really judge that? Because I mean, what if people just throw similarly? You know,
you ever watch videos of people throw? Everyone does it a little bit differently.
Yeah. I mean, I know I do a lot. I'm a lot more different than most people. I like opposite directions, and like, so I don't know.
Yeah, no. So I would say multi-accounting is definitely.
I'm a clockwise spinner.
I am clockwise as well.
Yeah, clockwise.
But I can throw.
I think
both.
I can actually. I can actually throw the other direction a little bit better now.
Nice.
I've like practiced it and tried, so.
I can do either hand, either direction.
Yeah.
I mean, when you catch 200,000 of these damn.
We've also done it with our nose too.
So. That actually happened.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
Unreleased video.
Yeah.
One of the many Trusted Cones unreleased videos. Speaking of unreleased videos, the wrap's coming. I've had a really tough last 3 or 4 weeks with real life stuff, so I'm behind on it. But it is coming, and it's going to be glorious.
I'm excited. I still haven't heard it or anything like that, so it's going to be a surprise for me as well when it comes out.
No, it's using a beat from Future.
Oh, jeez.
And yeah, some of the lyrics I think are pretty clever. I'm proud of them, but it's really bad. I'm not good at rap. So that's going to be fun. I'm thinking it might be fun to record it and then have you listen to it on a live stream.
Yeah.
So the world to see your reaction.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, that might be the way to do it. So we would play it that way, and then we put the actual recording up afterwards.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll try to get it done this week. I'm obviously gonna get this podcast out first, and the Game Press vids out first.
Yeah.
I think I've procrastinated long enough, and it's time to
drop the beat.
Drop the beats. Yeah. Lay down the bars. I think it's awesome going to the studio and stuff.
Yeah.
Being in my basement where I work anyway. I don't know. When do you think EX raids are coming out next?
I would have thought they were going to be out by now already.
I thought it would be today for sure.
Yeah.
Me and Cuddle bet on everything, and we both thought it was. No, we both thought it was today. We were short.
Yeah, I know. So you both lost.
We didn't bet on anyone. You could have bet us and made money.
I'm okay with that.
I'm a winner. Yeah. Can't take that away from me. I wonder if they're just so embarrassed from the screw up that they're making sure they don't screw up again.
What, with the canceled ones and things like that?
Yeah. So I have 2 completely different schools of thought with that. You want to talk about it first before I ramble?
No, go ahead.
All right. So first of all, Niantic sucks. That was bullshit. So
watch it. Yeah. That was bull crap.
That was bull crap. that was bull. To just you give out passes to people, get them all excited, and then cancel the raid. You do it, have raids happen, so you get a pass that says I have a raid now until 4:46 p.m. And it's what the hell is this? And that was a really poor job.
Yeah.
And then the cancellations came out, and I know some people were pretty upset about that. There was one local one where it got canceled for most people, but not everyone got a cancellation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they went, and there was no raid there, but they didn't get the passes.
Oh, there was no raid.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they didn't get the passes out of it.
That's infuriating.
Can I be honest though?
Yeah.
I wish mine were canceled.
Why?
I'd much rather have 2 Mewtwo passes. Yeah. So apparently you got 2 Mewtwo passes or 2 raid passes and 1,000 Stardust within the game. And if you complained about it more to customer service, they gave you 5.
Oh wow.
I don't know if it was 3 extra or 5 total. Or like 5 extra or 3 extra. But either way, I mean.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So I would have greatly preferred that.
See, I wouldn't have, because I actually changed my work schedule to be off that day. So I would have been pretty upset if I took off work and changed it. Had to work on a Saturday.
So yeah, let me rephrase that. So there was 2 sets of cancellations. There was the one set that the pass went out and it was canceled like half an hour later.
Yeah.
So some people like never even knew they had a pass, and all of a sudden they had a cancellation. So if I got that, I would have been thrilled. Yeah. If I had set up like it had to move stuff around to get off lunch Monday, you know.
And then a raid popped up and it was canceled right then and there.
Yeah. So there are a subset of people who didn't get to do their raid because they went to the EX raid and there is an active like 2-star raid there and it screwed everything up.
Yeah, that would have made me very upset.
Yeah. So that one you should complain about as much as you want, and 5 passes isn't enough for like, you know, time off of work or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you just come home and find out you had a canceled raid, I'm not too upset about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot different.
Again, happy about it. The box changed, and there was that 14 pass box.
Mm-hmm. I miss it already.
Oh my god, it was this new one's so bad. I was just buying single passes all day.
Oh really?
You know, the incense and the star pieces are nice, so I'll probably eventually plunk down the $4.80 for those. Mm-hmm. But I'm so sick of incubators. I hate them so much.
I run them a decent amount. I still do. I'm not actually right now. I'm running one egg at a time. I stopped getting the Alolans. I have everything I need. So
I saw that as a total scam. So the 7K eggs give you less Stardust, right?
Yeah.
So I decided that I would run regular eggs and then just trade for the stuff and get it over with.
Makes sense.
And I'm really happy I did it that way, especially with the extension. So everyone's like, swimming in Kangaskhan and stuff.
Yeah, I have tons of Kanga. I have tons of Farfetch'd. I only hatched 2 mimes.
Oh, really?
And I hatched a lot of eggs.
You had mime though already, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, so that was the last thing I needed.
Is your whole dex done now?
I still need Relicanth and Tropius.
Okay, cool.
I believe I have trade set up for both, though.
Yeah, I have a Relicanth coming back to New Zealand tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm pretty psyched about that. I wasn't sure if I was getting one or not, but I got the DM yesterday, like, it's coming.
Very nice.
Yeah. The bad thing is, though, that means I have to get a lucky one now, and a female and a male, so it just, like, opens up, like, more OCD completionist stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I'm not going for... Oh, there's some lures going on up here.
It's exciting. A little tri-stop.
Yeah. I'm going to catch this Slowbro first, though.
This town we're in right now, every once in a while, they lure up the whole thing, and it's so fun.
Yeah, it's a nice little strip here without having to go into the city or anything like that.
So you saw that Spin to Quest?
Yeah, it's a little glitched.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's what does it say? 2 great curves, and it's just 2 throws.
2 curveballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first day when it came out, and I went and got it, and I'm like I'm still driving while trying to catch, and I missed like one of them, and it gave me credit for it, and I was like, wait, what? Like I definitely didn't hit.
Yeah.
Like a great curveball. I just like hit a curveball, and it gave me credit for it. So I was like, all right, well that's easy. So I wonder if it's just like the programming that they forgot to change the text of it, or if they didn't change the programming of what it actually needed to act for the catch. So
yeah, at this point I doubt they're gonna change it.
No, it is what it is, I think. How do you like how they're doing the spin disc?
Yeah, I think it's fine actually.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to put out a pretty useless Pokemon.
Only thing I don't like about it is now I have to catch the form I already have for 30 more days after the first day. I like those quests though, because I think more often than not, like I'll spin and then throw a curveball, then all of a sudden I have the spin disc.
Yeah.
Yes, now I gotta do it twice. Last month it was only once. So in that regard, it's really good for cycling tasks, and it's good for definitely good for Stardust.
Yeah.
I'm over 5,000 tasks now. I didn't realize that.
Oh, wow.
I'm not actively like trying to do them. Because if I get battle in a gym and I'm standing by a gym, I still won't. Yeah. I'll still delete it, But I guess I cycle enough that
Man, you totally surpassed me by a lot. Now I'm curious. Oh, I'm going to shiny check this first. Okay.
It ran for me.
Not Drowsy. A shiny Drowsy.
But. Yeah, I guess I have 2 different loops that hit 2 different towns, and I think because of that, I end up seeing like a bunch of quests every day.
Yeah, and I also don't go out as much as you do, so.
Yeah, I mean, I generally play every day. Like,
I'm at 2,291.
Still good.
So.
Noob.
Yeah. I'm more than doubled the gold though, so.
Yeah. My alt account already has gold because you know how many quests I do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's insane to me.
Yeah. I really like them though. I think they're a fun. As soon as they came out, I was excited because like if someone tells me to do something and I have like a checklist or something, it excites me. So it really like goes towards my style of play. Like, okay, I got to do this now, you know. And I mean, most of them are passive, but it's still fun to complete them. And I like thinking about like, oh, okay, I should keep this one to do it with this one. And I like when you can like catch something from one that counts towards the other one. And,
definitely.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a great aspect of the game. I love it.
And I go to cities at least once a week, so I'm able to just destroy the quests in cities, you know? And I think I'm really good about deleting ones that aren't turned over quickly if they're not great, you know? Like we were talking about the Chansey quest. Like, Chansey quest is a delete for me a lot of the time.
I keep every single Chansey quest.
Really?
But I love Chanseys. I love Chanseys and Blissies, and I will catch every single one. I mean, I want 100%. I don't have 100%, so.
Yeah, I do have 100% Chansey maxed. I didn't even turn the Blissey up as Chansey.
Yeah, so that's why I do them every single time.
Yeah,
I will go a decent, I mean, I will go like 15 to 20 minutes out of my way to get one too.
Will you really?
Yeah.
I don't get that. I feel like it's worth the money and time to just hatch the eggs.
I don't hatch Chanseys often enough for me
fair.
So.
Yeah, I think it's, like right now when I'm stuck with all these incubators from the raid boxes, you know, I'll hatch 5 eggs pretty much all the time, so it's not a big deal to do it now. But I think in general, like when I'm doing my one incubator, it's very easy to delete them.
Another nice thing is I get a lot of drift at work, so I just keep my gacha on while I'm working, and even if I just do one at a time, I hatch like 3 to 4 eggs a day during work hours.
That's sweet.
So yeah, like you know, I just check every now and then, see that like if my gacha disconnects, I'll reconnect it, and then if an egg has hatched, then I just put another one on and just cycle through.
Does it get you spawns too?
Yes.
So you travel to other spawns in your shopping center or whatever?
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So what do you do about balls? Do you like farm to get balls to keep it up? Or?
I have purchased balls.
Okay.
I do. You know, I'm not proud of it, but in order to keep playing, you know, you have to.
Yeah, I'm heavily against purchasing balls, but I've still done it before.
Yeah, I mean, I like when I can, I'll go farm for it and stuff, but I mean, I'm not gonna knock at the Stardust though.
Yeah.
So
my wife buys balls. Her feeling is that I think my wife buys balls sounds derogatory, but I don't mean it that way. Her feeling.
How much does she pay?
Her feeling is that the time it's wasted to go to like a neighboring town to get balls is just a waste of time for her.
Yeah.
So she's there and it's great, and you know when she'll go to Philly or whatever, she'll make sure she comes back with a lot of stuff. But if we haven't gone in for a while, she'll just.
Yeah, I get it.
And she does a lot of like shopping and stuff, and she's in shopping centers a lot. So that was different about Texas. I don't know if you noticed that when you were there. In Texas, all the shopping centers have stops.
A lot of them did, yeah.
Yeah, and we don't have that here. I mean, we're actually in a shopping center with a stop right now, but in general, we don't have those.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really neat, and that's, I mean, it doesn't.
Oh, this is Lord Up too.
It doesn't get you the.
Mac Mama.
I have no idea who that is.
Man, all these lures going tonight.
Yeah, it's fun when you're driving around random places and
on a Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Yeah.
It is a gorgeous night outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. You don't make up the balls that you're using in the shopping center, but it's good to get something as opposed to nothing.
Absolutely.
And I hate when you're out for a while and you start hatching eggs and you can't refill them. I don't know. If I'm gonna actually hatch eggs, I want to have eggs all the time.
Makes sense. I run into that where I run out of eggs at the end of a work day. So I wind up with a lot of Alolans sometimes just good from opening up the gifts.
I've definitely missed days opening gifts because I don't want Alolans.
That's funny.
I hate them so much. Really hate them. So there's definitely a trial lure that's up and going right now, and there's not a soul in sight.
Spoofing?
This isn't really a spoofing area, though.
It's not. Like, that's why I'm kind of surprised. Or they just left.
Also a possibility. I'm sure you left them up here before.
Maybe once or twice. Chasing spawns.
It's a good, yeah, that's a good point. You're not one to leave a spawn.
No.
Or to leave a lure before it's done. I've been low on lures. I could actually use them being in the story
Yeah,
or
I
in
think
the bundle
I
again.
think I'm down to like 9 or 10, I think. Maybe even like less.
Yeah, I think I'm at 2.
If I go to a restaurant or something. And
Yeah, that's what
there's
they're
a
good for.
lure
And
yeah.
my son likes to play at restaurants and it keeps him
Oh,
quiet.
there's people sitting right there.
Oh, how about that? Well, there you go.
All right, well, I think we've pretty much covered everything that we can for now. Just rambling at this point. So we'll wrap it up, and want to thank you guys for listening as always. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys. Later.